Hello everyone. So now we will see what is for loop. So for loop is another entry control loop. So what is entry control loop here? Entry control loop is the test condition when we are going to check at the entry point of the loop. Okay, so we'll see the syntax of for loop. So the syntax of for loop is like this: for expression 1 semicolon, expression 2 semicolon, expression 3. Now what are these expression 1, 2 and 3? So expression 1 is here initialization of the loop, expression 2 is test condition, expression 3 is the updation statement of the loop. Okay, so first here how the flow controls or how the control flows in the for loop. So for first we are having expression 1, so we are going to initialize the loop and then we are going to test the condition. If the condition is true, then we are going to execute statement 1, or if it is false, you are going to skip it and execute statement 2. So once the condition here is true, then we are going to execute statement 1, complete the execution. Then once the for loop ends here, we will go back to expression 3 and update the loop. So what is the first thing we are doing here is, first thing we are having here initialization of the loop, and next we are testing the condition here. Once the condition is tested, execute the loop. So this is the third step, and after executing, next the fourth step is updation of the loop. Once loop is updated, again test the condition again, and again if condition turns out to be true, execute statement 1 or else execute statement 2. So this loop continues the iterations like this, in this manner. So we'll see the flow diagram. So you can just see, like the while loop, it follows the hexagon here. Just we are having one difference here is it is divided into 3 parts. So we are having expression 1 here, we are having expression 2, and we are having expression 3. So if expression 2 is true, then we are executing statement 1 and again updating using expression 3, and again check the condition. If it is true, execute statement 1, go back, update the loop. If expression 2 is false, then you are going to exit the loop and execute statement 2. So like with while loop, we'll consider one example for loop here. Okay, so here for loop, in while loop we had considered an example where we printed numbers from 0 to 5. So here we'll consider the reverse case of that, just to understand the importance of decrementation. That is, here we are going to print the numbers from 5 to 0. That is, example, we'll print numbers from 5 to 0. That is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Okay, so I'll just write the statement here. So as we can see, in a for loop we are having everything, that is initialization, test condition and updation, in one line written here, separated by semicolons. So I'll just write the initialization here. So as we are starting from 5th number here, so I'll just initialize the loop as I is equal to 5, and then we need to move on in the backward direction, that is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So that's why here I will put the condition as I greater than or equal to 0. So till 0 we need to print here, and next I will just update the loop using, so from 5 to 0 we need to come here, so I'll decrement the loop here, and then I'll use one printf statement, this printf %d I value, and end the loop. Okay, so we'll see now how this loop is getting executed here. So first, initially in first iteration we have here is for I is equal to 5. Okay, so in first iteration we have I is equal to 5 and condition is 5 greater than or equal to 0. Yes, 5 is greater than or equal to 0. So this condition is true here. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are entering into the loop and we have one statement here, that is printf statement, where we are printing I value. What is I value now? I value is 5. So in the output we are going to print 5. Okay, so next you go back again after printing, go back and the control goes to updation of the loop, that is I minus minus. So I minus minus in the sense, so we have 5 minus minus, which is equal to 4. Now in the next iteration the I value is 4 and check the condition, 4 is greater than or equal to 0. So it is true. So next, once the loop is true here, so it enters the loop and you have one printf statement which prints I value. So I value here is 4. So print 4 in the next line. Okay, and next again update the loop by decrementing. So that means now I value is 4, minus minus is nothing but 3. So in third iteration our I value is 3 and check the condition, 3 is greater than or equal to 0. Yes, it is true. So once it is true, again we are going to print the I value. So now new I value is 3. So it is 3. So again decrement it. So it will be 2. So in fourth iteration, I value is 2 here. Okay. So now again check the condition. 2 is greater than or equal to 0. So yes, it is true. So if it is true, enter the loop and print I value. What is I value? It is 2. So print 2. So like this, what all value we are going to print? So now we decrement 2. So we are going to get it as 1 here. So even in fifth iteration, I is equal to 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Yes, it is true. So print 1. And next 1 minus minus, which is 0. So in sixth iteration, I is 0. So 0 is greater than or equal to 0. Condition also satisfy here because 0 is equal to 0, which is true. So 0 is also printed. Once 0 minus minus, then the value changes to minus 1. So minus 1, if you compare with this condition, minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0 is false. So once this is false, then you are not going to execute the loop here. Then you are going to come out of the loop and you are not going to print any other numbers here. So we are done with printing numbers from 5 to 0 using for loop. So I hope you understood this topic, that is for loop. Thank you.